that we would look for here at Charlotte Preparatory School are kids that can do the work that we have here, but also just as important for us here is that little spark, that joy, that love of learning, and that motivation. I want to see that they are motivated to at least try. You can give a lot of tests, and tests can be helpful, but there aren't many tests that I've found that can measure a child's motivation.
The children are challenged very well in the school, and yet if the child is ready to move on, the child is able to move on within this program, but if they need a little extra help, they have enough teacher ratio where the teacher is able to work with the child and bring them up to speed. So everyone is sort of brought along and the class in general moves. It's a really great program because there's so much focus on the individual.
And one of the things I liked about the program is the fact that they really have 2 teachers per grade. There's a lead teacher and an assistant. And one of the things we had felt in the previous school was that they didn't really get the individual attention they needed to excel. So that was one of the factors that was real important to me, that they had the teacher-student ratio was very high.
I like the teachers. They're really nice, and I enjoy math class.
I like everything.
Favorite subject is history because I like learning about the past and about different things. I pretty much enjoy everything.
I like Charlotte Prep because of the teachers and of all the freedom that you get here.
My favorite subject it would probably be history.
My favorite subject is math because I like doing equations. I enjoy Charlotte Prep because all of the great students I get to interact with.
There are studies that show that achievement in a K-8 school is actually, especially in middle school, even greater because they do feel that sense of connection and they do feel like they are the leaders. So they want to try harder to even do better. And I think here with our smaller school, where a K-8 school would be traditionally a smaller, with less students than a K-12, it gives the teachers a better opportunity to focus more on each individual student and help them reach their potential.
One of the things that makes Charlotte Prep so special, one of the many things, is there's so many opportunities for parents to be involved in their child's education. From coming to have lunch with your child, to reading in the classroom, being a room parent, coordinating parent volunteer activities. The Parent Association also has social events that parents plan and coordinate, and they're so special for our kids. And then there's also heritage groups. The school really values diversity and the diversity at the school, and there are communities for diverse groups to be involved and to build that sense of community within the school.
Well, Charlotte Prep is a very diverse community, and I think that's something that helps pull us all together. And so I have children in my class from all over the world, and every month that we study a new continent, I bring in 3 different countries, and I bring parents in that have been to that country or visited and to talk to the children. Our staff alone in the early school, we have from Nigeria and Canada, Mrs. Maynard's from Sweden, Rita Wallace is from Costa Rica.
Another thing that I think is wonderful about the program is the way that they teach character development. Each month we have a different character trait, and I think that they really put that through across the curriculum, and they really help the children understand responsibility and expect a lot from the children, and therefore the children step up and do what they're expected to do.
This school has just a certain closeness and warmth, a caring attitude that I think permeates from the very top of administration all the way down through the teaching staff, the supportive parents. It's really hard to put into words, but I think you can feel it the minute you walk in the door and see the warmth and respect in our children, and it usually catches parents right away, and that's why I've stayed here as long as I have. It's developed into a real passion. We are a very global community here at Charlotte Prep, And we offer from the very early ages all the way through the middle school. We're about character development. That's an important part of who we are at Charlotte Prep. In addition to the academic excellence, I mean, any school that you go to, an independent school, you surely hope they're going to have great academics, and we do have the great academics. But the character development is important for a lot of our families here. We're just an extension of what they try to do and teach their children at home. I've always felt that way as a parent, that they were just a longer arm. The school here was a longer arm, and the kids were getting a similar message about being kind, being empathetic, being tolerant, trying to understand other folks.
I am Charlotte Prep. I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.
I am Charlotte Prep.